Last month, Hawaii. This month, Muncie. We're taking Who's Your Millionaire on the road, and tonight, we'll tell you how to get tickets. This week's Lotto Cash jackpot is worth $2 million. And tonight's Lotto America drawing will be for an estimated $4 million. From Indianapolis, it's time to play Who's Your Millionaire. Now here are your host and hostess, Mark Patrick and Barbara Hall.
Thank you, studio audience. Hello, Indiana. It's been a couple of big weeks for the Who's Your Millionaire. Last week, the Indiana Lottery transferred another $48 million to our state government, and that brings the total to date to more than $209 million from the Hoosier Lottery.
Lots of money, Mark.
Unbelievable. Now, next Monday, the Hoosier Lottery will introduce a new instant game, Hoosier Slots.
That's right. And in 2 weeks, we're taking Who's Your Millionaire on the road. We'll be at Muncie at the Emmons Auditorium on February the 22nd.
I can't wait to get back to old Ball State, but right now, we have 6 contestants anxiously awaiting their chance to become our next Who's Your Millionaire. Here's Tony Lamont to introduce them to you.
Thanks, Mark. Player number 1 is Norris Brown of Kokomo, the father of 2 and a retired inspector for Delco Electronics. Norris says the only thing he's ever won was a toaster, but now he hopes his dry spell will be worth $1 million. Norris purchased his entry ticket at Village Pantry number 503 in Kokomo. Player number 2 is Gene Patton of Indianapolis, the father of 2 and a cook for Central State Hospital. According to Gene, the best thing about being a contestant is being treated like a celebrity by friends and family. Gene bought his winning ticket at Village Pantry number 378 in Indianapolis. Player number 3 is David Rivers of Indianapolis, a cleaner for Best Way Maintenance Services and the father of 15. David claims he's luckier than his wife. She sent in over 25 entry tickets with her name on them and only 2 with his. David bought his entry ticket at Village Pantry number 392 in Indianapolis. Player number 4, Giovanna Lunsford of Petersburg, is a secretary at 4-Star Fabricators. Giovanna was at a fireman's ball when her grandmother called with the good news. Giovanna wasn't sure if she'd believe it until the announcement was made to the crowd. Giovanna says she was completely stunned and embarrassed. Giovanna purchased her entry ticket at Boyle's Supermarket in Petersburg. Player number 5 is Mike Hall of Greenwood, the father of 2 and general manager of Greenwood Ford. Mike's winning ticket was a big surprise to him because his wife hadn't told him that she'd sent his name in for the drawing. Mike bought his winning ticket at Payless Gas Station in Greenwood. And player number 6, Kimberly Duckett, is a management analyst for Fort Benjamin Harrison and a proxy for her father, Alan, who was originally selected for our show. Now, Kimberly's father has told her what numbers to select and has instructed her to stop at $200,000. We'll see how Kimberly follows orders. That lucky ticket was purchased at B&B Liquors in Indianapolis.
All right, it's time to play Who's Your Millionaire. Each of our contestants will have 3 number selections worth $1,000 to $10,000. Our top 2 cash prize winners advance to the playoff round, and the winner of that round will go to our millionaire board. There are 2 bonus prizes on the board that do not count toward your cash prize total. Contestant number 1, Norris Brown of Kokomo. Welcome to the show, Norris.
Thank you.
You all set?
Right.
Give us that first number. Get a good start.
Number 29.
All right, 29 for Norris to start our game. And it gets us off with $4,000. That's a good start. Hello, Gene. Go ahead and give us your number.
18.
All right. Why do you like 18?
My daughter's 18.
Okay. $5,000. David, we heard that all right dad thing real quick from the audience. How are you today?
Fine.
All right. Which number would you like?
19.
19. All right. He went against somebody's wishes, and it's worth $1,000. All right, you got to start there. Hi, Giovanna.
Hello.
What would you like to begin with?
Number 8.
All right, number 8 for Giovanna. $1,000, getting those off the board early. Hi, Michael.
How are you, Mark?
I'm terrific. That is a fine effort on that tie.
Thank you.
I love that.
Yeah.
All right, which number would you like?
Number 14, please.
14 for Mike. 6,000, all right. You guys are getting those middle numbers. Hello, Kimberly.
Hi.
You're playing for your dad today.
Right.
He's just too nervous to come on the show?
I think so.
And too nervous to even come to the building today? I say we don't call him and tell him what happened.
Right.
Talk about nervous then, right? Okay, now you're going to what, split it in half what you win?
Right.
All right, well, we'll talk about negotiating that amount upward a little later. Which number would you like?
21.
21 for Kimberly. And that gets her started with $3,000. All right, we've got a very close game, Tony Lamont. Why don't you update it for us?
Thanks, Mark. Mike Hall of Greenwood has $6,000. Gene Patton of Indianapolis has $5,000. And Norris Brown of Kokomo has $4,000.
All right, Tony, we'll explain that giggling coming from the audience. We've got $10,000 and our 2 bonus amounts still up there, so stay with us on Who's Your Millionaire.
Welcome back to Who's Your Millionaire? Our game is played under the supervision of the Hoosier Lottery and the independent accounting firm of Deloitte and Touche.
All right, Tony, we're ready for rounds 2 and 3. We begin with the contestant with the lowest dollar amount and continue upward. David, unfortunately, that's you. $1,000 on your first choice. David Rivers of Indianapolis. This is one of the more unbelievable contestants we've ever had, ladies and gentlemen. 15 children. Wow. At what point in your life do you get tired of eating birthday cake? That's what I want to know. How many parties must you have had for all those kids?
I couldn't tell you.
All right, which number would you like for your second choice? Get some big money.
23.
All right, 23 for David, and it's worth $1,000. Doggone it. All right, now, move over to Giovanna. You also had $1,000, and Giovanna Lunsford, you're from Petersburg, Indiana. How is the condition of Petersburg right now? You guys have had so many problems in the last year, I know.
They're starting to clean it up and rebuild. It's looking nice.
Well, that's great. And it's good to know that some of the funds from the lottery went there to help those people rebuild. You won $1,000. Do you have some good luck charms on you today?
Yeah, my grandma gave me a teddy bear to squeeze on when I'm nervous.
And you've been squeezing a lot today, haven't you? All right, good luck. Get a second round choice here to get back into the game.
Number 1.
All right, she wants number 1 up at the top of the board. 2,000, that's better. This is Kimberly Duckett, contestant number 6. You're from Indianapolis, and you're playing for your dad, Alan, today.
Right.
And now, what's this agreement that you guys have? 50-50?
Yeah, 50-50.
All right, let's poll the audience. Audience, I'm saying she's sitting here doing all the work. 60-40? 70-30. Well, you've got a signed agreement. He told you to stop at $200,000 if you get to our final round?
That's what he would like for me to do. We'll see.
Have you signed an agreement to that effect?
I can't recall.
Oh, man, you got people all over the world pulling for you now just to see you do it. All right, 3,000 so far. To get to that billionaire round, you need to beat everybody else. Which number would you like?
13.
13 for Kimberly, who works at Fort Bend and has all her paraphernalia. $4,000, good job. And we wanted to mention that you have your Desert Storm button and the flag and the yellow ribbon for all the people that you work with at the fort.
Correct.
All right, good job. Keep going. Norris, $4,000 so far. What a day. How'd you find out you were going to be on the show?
Well, I bought a ticket and I was watching the show and all of a sudden there was my name.
Now, you have been married. We mentioned David had 15 children, which is unbelievable. You have been married for how long?
45 years.
45 years.
Wonderful years.
That's terrific. And your wife, Glenna, is with us today?
Yes.
All right. 4,000 in the first round. Which number would you like for the second?
Number 22.
22 for Norris to add to his $4,000. $1,000, all right. $5,000 in the first round for Gene Patton of Indianapolis. And Gene, what's your philosophy today?
I'm going to win. I got my wife, my 2 beautiful daughters, and my brother-in-law and my wife's sister with me. I like to say hello to all the gang out at Central State, Pam Johnson, Ruby Pennington, and all the ones that I work with back here. Hi.
All right. I'm sure they're watching today, curious to see how well you do. Very well in the first round, $5,000. Gene told us before the show that his philosophy was, why have $1 million if you're not going to spend it, which I know your family's excited to hear. All right, give us that second round choice right now, if you would.
Number 15 for my other daughter.
Okay, staying in the family with these picks. It's worked so far. $7,000, my goodness. That's it, Gene. You have very vocal daughters, I know. Yeah. This is Mike Hall of Greenwood. Mike, welcome to the show.
Thank you.
You're doing extremely well, too. Now, your wife sent in your entry?
Yes, she did. Yeah, she didn't tell me she'd put my name on it. She sent it in. We've only sent in 2.
So what goes through your mind when you see your name?
We did not see the show. We heard it. We got home from the movie, and our tape recorder or phone answering machine was loaded up with messages.
So what movie, Mike, is more important than watching Who's Your Millionaire on a Saturday night?
We had gone to see Dancing with Wolves.
Dancing with Wolves.
Yes.
Well, that's okay.
Yeah.
That's acceptable.
Sure.
And you have a great first-round choice. I want you to win a lot of money here today so you can buy video cassettes, stay home, watch movies after our show.
Good idea.
All right, which number would you like?
I'd like number 5, please.
All right, number 5 for Mike. $1,000.
All right.
Great game so far. We're ready for round number 3, but first, here's Barbara and some friends. I want to tell you about a brand new lottery instant game.
Are you sure you're not one of the Fruit of the Loom guys? Thanks, Mark. This rather strange assortment of people are the stars of our TV commercial for the lottery's brand new instant game called Who's Your Slots. Not only is this a fun game to play, but the odds of winning a prize are the best of any instant game yet. You get 3 chances to win on each ticket. Match 3 identical symbols in one of the 3 games on your ticket and win up to $50,000 instantly. If you find 3 TV sets like our friend here, we could be seeing you right here on Who's Your Millionaire. If you get 3 stars like this guy over here, you could win $500 instantly. But the symbol you'll really want to find is our pot of gold. Where's my pot of gold? Up here. If you get 3 of these guys on one ticket, you could win $50,000 instantly. Who's Your Slots goes on sale at our lottery retailers all around Indiana next Monday, so give this new game a try. And don't forget, our Aloha Instant Game is still on sale. So far, we've had over 60 winners of a free 1-week Hawaiian vacation, and there's a lot more trips waiting to be won. Back to you, Mark.
I don't know about those friends Barbara was hanging with. We have a great game going right now. We still have 2 bonus prizes on the board. To tell you where we are so far, though, Tony Lamont. Tony?
Thanks, Mark. After 2 rounds, Gene Patton of Indianapolis has $12,000, and Kimberly Duckett and Mike Hall both have $7,000.
All right. David, $2,000. I want you to jump back in there. Get away from those $1,000 choices you've been making.
Number 7.
7?
Number 7.
All right, number 7. Let's add to his total. $10,000. Great job. All right, you are on top. Way to hang in there. Giovanna, you have $3,000. See how easy it is to get back in the game? Why don't you do the same thing?
Number 4.
Number 4 for Giovanna. It gives her $2,000 for a total of $5,000. Not enough to continue, but a pretty good day. We had fun with you. Thanks for being on Who's Your Millionaire and $5,000. All right, Norris, you have that amount as we speak. Add to it.
Number 10.
All right, he wants number 10. The TV, it's our first bonus prize. And Tony, it's not just any TV.
You'll be watching Who's Your Millionaire in style every Saturday night with your new home entertainment center from Ellis Ayres Department Store. Your electronics package includes a 27-inch high-resolution Sony TV, a 135-watt stereo system, and an 8mm video handycam and VCR. Congratulations and good viewing from the Who's Your Lottery.
All right, Norris, good job. $5,000 in the TV. You still have a dollar amount for the 3rd round. What would you like?
Number 2.
All right, number 2. $2,000. That's not enough to go on either, but you've gotten that beautiful console and $7,000, and I hope you had fun on our show today.
Sure did.
All right,
Thank you.
great. Thank you, bud. All right, Mike. Started off hot. You got $7,000 now. Which number would you like?
I'd like number 11.
All right. $1,000. Doggone it, you cooled off. But listen, you did pretty well. $8,000.
Right.
Congratulations.
Thank
It was
you
good to
very
have you on the program.
Thank you.
All right, now, Kimberly. Somewhere in America, your dad is wondering how his daughter is doing. $7,000, your 3rd round choice.
20.
All right. Let's hope for the big money. $2,000. That's not going to be enough. But you and your dad are going to do well. However you decide to divide it. $9,000. Thanks for being with us. Our best to everyone at Desert Storm. Okay. Gene, very confident so far.
Yes.
12,000.
I was going to take number 23. Been married 23, but since it's gone, I'll take number 24.
24, which is closest to it. Okay, the next anniversary. $4,000. This is going to be a good one. Okay. It's time for our bonus round, but before we go on, we need to find out where our second bonus prize was. And I believe that was that terrific trip. And here's Cal Hensley to tell us that it was behind number 16 today, Barbara. Cal, thank you very much. Good to see you. All right, now, time for our bonus round. David and Jean. David, you trail by $4,000. You need at least $5,000 to continue. Which number would you like?
Number 6.
All right. He's going to go with 6. He hasn't taken the advice of the audience all day. $3,000. David, that's not enough, but you had a fantastic day today. $15,000. Congratulations. Gene.
Yes, sir.
I know you're excited. $16,000 plus you're going to go to the millionaire round. Plus you have an additional dollar choice. Which number?
I'll take number 17.
Number 17 for Gene. $1,000, but you don't care. You have won $17,000 today on Who's Your Millionaire. And more important, when we return, Gene Patton will be back to go for $1 million. So stay with us.
It's time to find out if Gene Patton of Indianapolis is going to become our next Who's Your Millionaire?
All right, Gene, on our board, we have a stop symbol in $3 amounts valued at $100,000, $200,000, and $1 million. You have up to 3 chances to find that $1 million amount on our board to become the next Who's Your Millionaire. Our game ends whenever you reveal that non-winning symbol, but if you pick the right number, you could win $1 million on your first selection. Now, who's with you today in the audience?
My daughter, her boyfriend Scott, and my daughter Michelle, my daughter Karen, Juanita, and my wife Helen, my brother-in-law Don.
All right. I know they're all cheering for you. We are too. 1, 2, 3, or 4. We need to give away $1 million this week.
Okay, let's do it. Number 2.
All right. Number 2. $100,000. Okay, you've got a decision to make. You can take that $100,000 and you get all of that in a lump sum payment now. There's $200,000 on the board. There's $1 million. There's a stop sign. Take a couple of seconds to think about it. Green if you want to go. Red if you want to stop at $100,000. All right. Gene, you're going to go for it. You gave up $100,000. Which number would you like?
Number 4.
What's number 4? $200,000. Ooh. Now, another even bigger decision this time. $200,000, all of it paid to you now. Or $1 million. Don't forget the stop sign is back there too. You have a 50-50 chance now of winning $1 million. Green if you want to stop. Rather, green if you got me shook up. Green if you want to go for the $1 million, $200,000 if you want to stop right now, Gene. Think about it for a couple of seconds. Go ahead and make a decision. I don't even want to ask you which number you want now. Which number would you like for $1 million?
Number 1.
Number 1. Doggone it, the million was behind the 3. I don't know if I've ever felt worse, but we want to give you $25,000. It gives you a total of $42,000 on the show today. Congratulations, Gene. We're going to take a break, and when we come back, we'll have the contestant show 2 weeks from now, so stay with us. Don't forget, we're going to be playing Who's Your Millionaire at Emmons Auditorium in Muncie on February 22nd. We need 6 contestants for that show. Tony, who are they?
Joining us on Who's Your Millionaire will be Charlie Merrill, Indianapolis, Fred Andres, Evansville, Barry Stevens, Grandview, Philip L. Emery, New Whiteland, Martin Shipley, Bloomington, and John F. Fisher, Maryville.
The doors for the special Muncie Who's Your Millionaire open at 5:45, and we're going to start taping our show at 7 p.m. So if you live in the Muncie area, get there early and join us for the fun. Attendance limited to the first 3,500 people, and admission is free. Somebody in that audience is going to win a free trip to Hawaii, and you can watch our special show from Muncie here 2 weeks from tonight. And a brief reminder, this is the final week you can turn tonight's non-winning Lotto cash tickets in for a free chance at Monday's Daily 3. See your local retailer for details. Good night.
Barber's Wardrobe furnished by Puttin' on the Ritz. Men's clothing by Arnold's Men's Store. Plants by Nature's Way. The staff of Who's Your Millionaire stay at the Hyatt Regency Indianapolis, your downtown destination.
Tomorrow night, war movies continue on TTV4. John Wayne is in command in Back to Bataan. Sunday night at 8 on TTV4, your station for more movies. Now get ready to blast into battle with Gregory Peck and George Peppard in Pork Chop Hill on tonight's 8 o'clock movie. Next.